I'm really excited about two things. The first is that I get to spend the day with my little sister, Summer. As soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna go pick her up. We wanna play some Pokemon, and I wanna find some new ones I haven't seen before. So I think we're gonna go down by the water, maybe Old Town. And also, while we're out, I need to shop for Sarah's birthday present, which is always really fun to do. And then the second thing is that I have a lot of new products to talk about today, which is always, these kind of get ready with me videos are always my favorite. Nuciya, which is an online green beauty store, they sent me a lot of Fit Glow beauty products, which I was so excited about. Fit Glow is a brand I've been really interested in, and I'm really happy with a lot of things. So that is what I'm going to show you and talk about. A lot of Fit Glow products. I also bought a couple new Tarte things. The look I'm going for today, I'm really focusing on bronze skin, the easiest eye look ever. Like, there's not gonna be really much to show you. It's gonna be very simple, but very pretty. And then a beautiful lip with one of Fit Glow's lipsticks. So I think that's all that I have to say for an introduction. Let me go ahead and tell you what I have on my face so far. This is what Fit Glow's packaging looks like. It's super cute. And the very first thing I put on my face is my #1 favorite. This is their Redness Rescue Cream. I've heard so many people rave about this, and I'm happy to say that it lives up to the hype. I first got a sample from Nuciya, completely went through the sample and loved it, and now I'm on to the full-size bottle. So this is for people with a ruddy complexion like me, or if you have rosacea. It has ingredients that are meant to help calm the skin, like calendula and chamomile. My favorite thing is the little tint that it has, this green mineral tint. And you can see as I apply it, it's not too strong where it's like makes your face green and then you have to put a mask on top of it to camouflage the green. It's just enough to help kind of mask the look of redness on my cheeks. So I love it very much. And what I love is that on a day like today, when I'm spending so much time outside, I don't want to have a full coverage foundation on. So if I can get something that's helping me calm the redness, then I can use something more lightweight and make my skin look like skin and still have freckles and everything like that showing through. And like I said, I'm spending a lot of time outside today. So what I did is I used their vita-active foundation, which has so many really moisturizing ingredients. Actually, when I first got the sample and read all about the foundation, I was a little bit unsure because I was like, if something is this moisturizing, is it going to stick around? This lasts so well. And don't scold me because I know this is really bad and I try never to do this. I fell asleep in my makeup one day this week, and when I woke up the next day, I thought my skin still looked really good. So I don't recommend doing that, but just so you know, this lasts really well and it looks really nice on the skin. But I used it with a beauty blender so I could shear out the foundation. What I like to do, especially if I'm going to be spending a lot of time outside and I hate when you check yourself in the mirror and you can see makeup. So I went in with a beauty blender to put just a light amount of coverage everywhere. And then I assessed where I had any blemishes or dark circles. And I went in with a more full coverage concealer. This is new from Tarte. It's their Shape Tape Concealer, and I have this in the second lightest shade, Light. So I used that underneath my eyes, on blemishes, and then around my nose. So I get the coverage where I need it, but then the rest of my skin just looks nice and I can still have a little bit of freckles showing through. I use the RMS Unpowder only underneath my eyes, on my nose, and a little bit on my chin just to lock that concealer in place. Then I've been using something new. This came in a Sephora Play box, so it's just a little sample of the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Sheer Sun. This is a liquid bronzer, and this is not something I would have ever purchased on my own, but since I got a sample, I decided to try it and I really like it. So you have to shake it up really well, and then you twist off the top, and I just put like a drop and a half, maybe 2 drops if I'm feeling like extra fancy. And I use my finger to tap it where I want it on my face, and it looks really scary. It looks very scary when you first apply it, but it blends out so easily. So I just used the Real Techniques buffing brush, buffed it on the top of my cheeks, on my temples, and then up on my forehead, and this gives the prettiest bronze ever. And what I love is that even though I spend some time blending it, it doesn't get patchy, which is awesome. I also brought it down my neck just a little bit so it can kind of help match, you know, my face to the rest of my body. So I don't know, for a sample of something I never would have purchased, I'm really happy. Just kind of a fun little product to use. For blush, I used this gorgeous nude from Tarte, and I think this is new. It was in a special display at Ulta with a few other nude shades. This one is called Sensual, and I think it's a perfect in-between of a bronzer and a blush. So I first tapped it right over the Bare Minerals liquid bronzer on the back of my cheeks and then buffed it forward. But I think it's really natural and very pretty and just adds the slightest bit of warmth. And this is a cool product. This is the Fit Glow Mineral Blush and Highlight. And what's cool about it is that it's a split pan. One side is very natural and one side is a little bit more dramatic. I really like the natural side. And I get comments sometimes from people asking me for recommendations for a highlighter if you have some texture on your skin. So you still want a glow, but you don't want something that's gonna highlight and be too metallic and kind of show any bumps. This would be perfect for that. It's very natural, but it still gives just a little bit of glow. So I really like pairing it with a matte blush. And then the smaller side over here is pretty dramatic. It has more shine to it, but there's also some glitter particles. So for me, that would be something more appropriate for evening and not like a day like today. So I went in with the natural side and I used my favorite highlighter brush from Zoeva. Did kind of a little bit of a C shape with the brush and then kind of flicked it backwards to blend it into my blush. And then I finished up with brows, and now I'm gonna get a little bit closer and do a very, very easy eye look. I'm gonna be using this eyeshadow trio from Fit Glow Beauty in the shade Sun Glow, and I'm gonna start with the medium shade, which is a minky light brown. I'm gonna press this all across my lid. I'm even gonna press it up into my crease just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna leave that unblended for just a second, and I'm going to flip my brush over and then pick up the lightest shade, and I'm gonna first just press it right underneath the high point of my brow, and then load up even more product and take it right at the inner corner. And really use this. I really wanna help brighten up because I'm feeling like I'm looking a little tired today. Now I have a clean fluffy brush and I'm going to blend out the crease very lightly and also blend where I put that highlight on my brow bone. I'm gonna do liner really quick and then go back to shadows. And for liner, I'm using this sample from Tarte. It was actually a 500 point perk and it's in the shade Bronze, which I think is gorgeous. I'm gonna use my Furless eyeliner brush, which is my favorite. And I'm gonna create kind of a thick line, but I'm not gonna do any wing. I'm just gonna take it completely across my lid. Now I've taken an angle brush and I dipped into the darkest color in that eyeshadow trio, and I'm just gonna use this to wing up the liner just a little bit, but I want it to look very soft. And then I'm going to flick it inward just to deepen up this outer corner. Like I said, easiest eye look ever. All I did to finish it off was curl my lashes and add some mascara, but I really wanted bronze skin and lips to be the star of the show. And for lips, I used Chi Chi lipstick from Fit Glow. Oh my god, this is so pretty. I just dotted it into my lower lip, fully applied it to my upper lip, and then blended it together. I think the shade is fantastic for summer. And then for a little bit of added gloss, I applied some of Bare Minerals Cosmic right to the center of my lips and kind of blended it in a bit. I was trying to think about why I like this so much. I've been reaching for it so much lately, and I think it's because it's a plumping gloss without any mintiness or tingle. So if those kind of things bother you, this gloss is awesome for just filling in the lines of the lips, and I love this combination together. So that is my completed look. I'm really happy with the Fit Glow stuff. The next thing I want to try, I would like to try more of their eyeshadows because I think those are good quality. There's a gloss called Nudie that I think looks amazing. It was out of stock at the time, but that might be the next thing I try. But my number one favorite thing is the Redness Rescue Cream, and I have to thank, I think it's Natural Beautiful Life. Her name is Jenna, but I'll put a link to her channel down below. But she's the one I've heard rave about this the most, and that's the reason why I first tried it. So I'm really happy with everything, and if you want a chance to try Fit Glow or anything else that Nuciya sells, they included a gift card. So I have a $25 gift card, good for anything on the Nuciya website, and I'm gonna make it really easy to enter. You just have to be a subscriber, and you can leave a comment telling me what you would use the gift card on. So I'll put a link for all the giveaway rules as well as Nuciya's website. But I think that's it for me today. I might bring my camera if it's nice. I don't know, it could be very hard to play Pokemon and carry a vlogging camera at the same time, so we'll see. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll be back with a new video very soon.